Bismillah. Let me just adjust here. Almost. Boom. There it is. Oh, yes. Mm, mm, mm. See what happens today. Let's get into something. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tash, are you the one on, are you the Tash on, what's the name of the thing now, man? Clubhouse. Are you the marriage counselor on Clubhouse? Are you that Tosh or a different Tosh? Hey, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Triana, Sumantri, apa kabar? Inshallah baik. Some good coffee, man. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Mansoor. Let's just bring everybody in. Let's start liking the video, inshallah. Let's start sharing the video, inshallah. Get some people into this live feed because we got something to talk about. We got a couple of things to talk about. Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi raccoon. How am I coming in? How's my audio? Sorry for the squinting. It's really, really bright out here and really, really hot. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, audio check, check, check. Good, good. Okay, here we go. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wow, Ali, you're starting out like this. And Alhamdulillah, nahmadu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Are you going there? Yeah. It seems I have to go there. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What I want to talk about today is if you go to my Twitter, I made a couple of I don't think that they're controversial tweets. Y'all hear that? That's a different sound that I've never heard before. I think it's coming from the school. Do you hear that? Yeah, it's a big mug for a big. I think it's some kid. We live right in the back of a school. Some kid's banging a pipe or something. Anyway, I did a tweet, and it was talking about career women and some women using the excuse of, what if something happens to my husband? I have to have a career. I have to work. I have to. And not being available for the husband when he gets home. And so basically, I said, I made a tweet where I said, when women say, I need to work in case something bad happens to you, or you stop providing for me, or whatever, I said, well, that makes about as much sense as a man saying, well, Habibti, I need to marry another woman right now in case something happens to you too. I need to marry somebody. In case you stop giving rights, your rights that you're supposed to, basically, what some women use. And that didn't go down so well. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That didn't go down so well with the feminists. Okay, but what I'm saying has to be listened to. It's because there's some wisdom to it. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Welcome. I've been making a lot of tweets about marriage, about women, about men, and excuse my voice. I guess I'm coming down with something, or it's early, and my squinting is very bright, and it's very hot out here today. So I wanted to talk to you guys, young people. You know, most of you are young out there listening, about marriage. Why you're not getting married, what's keeping you from getting married, especially women with careers. And so let me start out by first talking about my wife. A lot of nasty content. I can't even talk. Bismillah. A lot of nasty hater tweets. You know, look. I'm old enough to not care. I really don't. I just block and I move on. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't get to me. I just block and I move on. So the thing with my wife is, because people say, "Oh, you must, Ali, you must be against career women. You're red pilled. You're against career women. Uh, what about Khadija?" And they bring up all of these exceptions to the rule. And so let me give you a little bit of a surprise, maybe even a shock to the feminists out there that think that I'm red pilled and think that my wife is tied to the kitchen or something. Let me tell you a little bit of a story about my wife. True. Allah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tash. There is no better tijara, not tijara, job responsibility than motherhood. So, my wife, she has 2 degrees. I don't have any degrees, but she has 2 degrees. She went to school in New York. My wife, and this is where the women have to listen carefully, because am I against career women? Not against them, I just wouldn't marry them. Because a lot of men out there don't want to feel like they're second priority to your job. And that's why a lot of them are not marrying you, right? But listen. So my wife, she has 2 degrees. I don't have any degree. My wife makes 3 times what I make. She works in the financial sector. She makes 3 times of what I make. My wife, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, my wife makes 3 times what I make. My wife has about 10 times the amount of money in her account, her bank account, than I do. People say, well, Lee, I thought you were this hyper red pilled gorilla silverback alpha male. And I might be to a lot of people. But here's the thing. Knowing that about my wife, why did I marry her? Well, when her and I first got talking about marriage, and I came to find out that she was a career woman, I said, "Oh no, thanks. Next, sorry. Assalamu alaikum. Really good to meet you. I wish you all the luck." And she said, "Well, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. I'm not a career woman. I'm just a woman with a career." And that stopped me, and I said, "Did the same thing. What do you mean?" She says, "No, when I get married, my husband is my priority, and work is secondary." Okay, here's a woman who understands how to transition between career and goes into wifey mode just like that. So, mashallah, we talked more, and we alhamdulillah, we got married. And so I got to see this firsthand, a woman, a career woman who makes 3 times of what I make, has 10 times the amount of money as I have in my bank account, and has 2 degrees while I have no degrees. I have 0 degrees. How does it work? It works because she was true to what she said. Now, when I get home in the evening from work, the laptop is already gone. Dinner is already being prepared. There is no after hours emails, calls from her boss, meetings, nothing. When I come through the door, I am the priority. She can make as much money as she wants in the daytime, doesn't bother me at all. I'm not intimidated by her degrees. I'm not intimidated by the money that she makes. A lot of men would, but I'm not. It doesn't bother me at all because she is who she is, right? So, a lot of women out there, especially young women who have been college educated and are being heavily influenced by feminism, the what if, the what if, the what if, I need to get a degree. You should get a degree. A lot of the people that hear me say this would say, oh, but your tweets, well, that's because a lot of people don't listen to what I say on Twitter. They like to QT me or they like to RT me and then, oh, look at this guy, look at this. Look, do it as much as you want. It doesn't bother me. It just makes it much more easier to identify who I need to block. Simple. And I don't read what you say. It just, it I know the type of person that you are by reading the first sentence that you comment with. It's easy for me. I don't care. I really don't. I want to have a conversation with people that want to have conversations, polite conversations, real conversations, and I think that's more useful to do. Good Lord, I guess it's time to come in from recess. Sorry for the noise. See, a lot of and what I said in my other tweet. Look, a lot of people are thinking when I talk about women, women say, "What about men?" But when I talk about men, men say, "Well, what about women?" And what I said in my Twitter is stop this whole women versus men thing. Women stop blaming men. Men stop blaming women. The problem is not men and women. The problem is your mindset. The problem is your attitude. The problem is the information that you have in your skull that has been marinating since high school, college, however long it's been marinating. Stop blaming each other. Stop saying, oh, it's the men. Where are the real men at? Where are the real women at? Where are they? And this back and forth, it doesn't make sense. It's this whole, I need to jump on a side. What's up, Snake Juice? I need to jump on a side that so I could be a part of a team or something. Uh, the woman hating club, the men hating club, whatever. Look, I can guarantee you. Hey man, what's up, Snake Juice? I almost called you Shakespeare. It looked like Shakespeare from a distance. So the thing is, Muslims, relax. You're being brainwashed. You're being brainwashed, and you have injected yourself in this fight that isn't really a fight to begin with. The fight is against misinformation. The fight is against falsehood. The fight is against people who want Muslim women to go out and work and ignore their husbands and not want to get married and view serving your husband as something submissive and wrong. But when you serve your boss, it's okay. That's at least you're getting paid. Don't inject yourself into these type of things. Me being 50 years old, I have 7 kids. I'm married. I can guarantee you, I can guarantee you, it's going to be a long life ahead, a long, miserable life ahead if you keep on focusing on these things that in the end won't benefit you at all. Jump out of this fight. You don't need to fight anymore. The only person that you need to fight is yourself. Now think about that. Everybody wants to say, but they wronged me, but this, but that, and we all want to have, to be the victims. We got plenty of fingers to point, but we never really examine ourselves in the mirror. What's going on with us? Why do we think that? Why do we think that about women? Why do we think that about men? Where did it come from? That's all I'm saying. The goal in this life is to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not jump in a gender war, not to make life harder on yourself by just injecting hate into yourself for a different gender. I swear to God, the comments that I got, cussing and talking about my wife and everything else, these are coming from Muslims, right? And when it comes to haters, I have to be clear. When it comes to haters, I can assure you I'm not bothered by y'all. Look at my face. Honestly, wallahi, you don't get to me. It's something that you're going through at the moment, and I feel sorry for you. Whatever you're going through at this moment that's causing you to curse another Muslim brother or insult him and his family and everything, what can I say? I'm sorry that you're going through this. Alhamdulillah, I'm not going through it. Right? I think it's you have to live your life being miserable. I think because a lot of people choose to be miserable. And as I said before, a lot of people, they act as if the Day of Judgment doesn't exist every day. They renew their disbelief in the Day of Judgment every day by saying hurtful things. I mean, listen, you don't hurt me, but here's the thing. Listen, you don't hurt me, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is still writing what you said down as a bad deed. I'm always going to talk until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turns my lights out. I'm always going to talk about these things. I'm always going to try to help people. I'm always going to have conversations. Nothing's going to stop me. Not tweets from 22-year-old boys or whatever. I just keep on going. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But even though I'm not affected by what you say, you're still getting the bad deeds. So I don't want you to get the bad deeds. So grow up. Stop being so weird. I don't know what other word to use. You know what I mean? So that's all I got. As far as marriages, if anybody has any questions, my screen is just getting really dark, maybe because it's hot out here. I don't know. It's really hot out here. But to the women out there, last thing, to the women out there, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, to Germany, to the young women out there, don't buy this lie that you have to be a career woman. You can have a career. Listen, I made it clear in the beginning that I'm not against women that have degrees and careers. I married somebody who has a degrees and a career, right? What I'm saying is women need to learn how to transition from career mode to wifey mode. And when the husband leaves and he has his cup of coffee and he heads out the door, go back to your career mode. I don't understand your question. Um, it's all in the transition. That's it. It's all in transition. Nobody is telling you that you can't have a career. Nobody. I've lived with my wife for almost 2 years. We've been married. And on a daily basis, I've seen how the woman with a career transitions from wife to career, wife to career, wife to career. I've never been told once, maybe if I got home early or something and she was still um, working. I've never been told, oh, just wait a minute. I'm doing this one email real quick. No, everything is secondary and I'm the priority. And a lot of men would look your way and be interested in marrying you if a lot of women would learn how to transition. There's nothing wrong with your career. There's nothing wrong with your degrees. Women, listen to me. Men are not intimidated by your success. Okay? When a woman says, I have an MBA and I have an AA and I have a BA and I have this and that and I went to Harvard and I've been a successful CEO for 10 years in this company, this prestigious company. You want to know what men are thinking? Okay, but can you cook chicken biryani? How's your karahi? Do you know how to cook dal and rice? Hmm, that's what we think. It's good that you sacrificed. It's good that you're educated in something, but don't think that that makes any difference with us. This is the main thing that I realize with people, with Muslim men and women. It's almost like, I, as an American, I see, I witnessed when feminism came to this country, and it was good, and it was necessary, and they got their rights, and they got the attention that they need, and stuff that needed to be addressed got addressed. But we're living in 2022 now. Okay, we're living in 2022 now. Women are free. Women have rights, right? And so, oh, I forgot the point that I was going to go on. Um, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. This everybody screaming is really throwing me off. But it's recess time for the kids. Got to have recess, right? Yeah, I've lost all my train of thought because they're screaming over there. Hmm, what was I going to say? Something about men and women, Muslim women. Oh yeah, it's they've the non-Muslims have women have been through this second and third wave of feminism, and now that I see rooms all over Clubhouse. I see people that have Twitter accounts, women, non-believing women that are speaking out against feminism and the lies of feminism. But it's interesting. It's like Muslim women, not all, I'm just saying the feminist Muslim women are a little bit behind in the times. We're maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20 years behind what's what's going on in the world with other people, with the non-believers. There's a lot of feminism. There's a lot of, men are trash and and women need to stand up and do this. And and it might be true in some cases, in abuse cases, we don't condone abuse at all. but it's almost as if the Muslim women are still going through second or third wave feminism, when the non-believing Muslim, the non-believing feminists are just like, I'm done with feminism. I speak out against it. I hear non-believing women saying, I'm 45 years old right now. I'm 55 years old right now. I'm alone. I'm single. I was a career woman. I didn't know how to transition. Please, young women, don't go down this route. It's all a lie. I'm gonna die alone. I have no grandkids. I have no kids. So it can be dangerous, right? So that's basically what I wanted to say. You know, like I said in the beginning of this, the problem is not men and women. The problem is not all men, and it is not all women. The problem is the information. The problem is your attitude. The problem is what's going on up here. That's the problem. It's not men, it's not women. It's you. It's you. It's your information. It's your attitude. Um, it's your. It's the bad experience that you had, or the haram relationship that you have, and you shouldn't have had, and now you're blaming all men. No, the misinformation is the enemy here. The bad attitude is the enemy here. Not men, not women. So, inshallah, you'll fix that. So I'm sorry, my screen is really, really dark. It's because probably the heat out here. It's going to be 105 degrees today again, and it's well into the 90s, I believe, right now, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So, with that, I guess we'll wrap it up. Make sure that you like this video and share this video. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it so I can put it on Twitter to all the haters that believe that I'm red pilled and anti-women, whatever. I think I've explained myself clearly enough. So make sure you like this video, share it, and make sure that you are destroying the like button with the force of the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs. Destroy the like button and share it. That's all I got for now. Listen, I'm boiling, I'm baking. It's time for me to go inside. It's hot out here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Snake juice. We'll talk again, inshallah.